I request all the students to maintain a running notes and write along with me. Solve the problem along with me. Okay. Today I am going to discuss about bubble sort. First I will explain the example. Later I will explain the algorithm. Bubble sort. Keep the heading bubble sort. See here. In bubble sort, one second. See, these are the elements. These are the elements given 10, 6, 30, 12 and 1. These are the elements. What you have to do is you need to sort the elements. Sorting means arranging the elements in ascending order using bubble sort. Bubble sort is a technique which is used to sort the elements. Here, see here, n equal to 5. Size of the array. This is the array name. A is an array which contains elements 10, 6, 30, 12, 1. Here number of elements n equal to 5. Okay. So here index starts from 0 to n minus 1. What is n here? 5. There are 5 elements, right, in the array. N is nothing but size of the array. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, n minus 1. Okay. Index starts from 0 to n minus 1. N minus 1 means 5 minus 1, 4. Now let us see how to solve it. Step 1 or iteration 1. Iteration 1 or step 1. What you have to do? Write down the elements. 10, 6, 30, 12, 1. I request all the students to note down along with me and listen. Listen carefully. Now what you have to do is you need to compare first element and second element. Compare first element and second element. See the condition here, if condition. See the if condition here. First element is greater than second element. When first element is greater than second element, then you need to swap. Swapping means you need to interchange the values. Here you are comparing only 10 and 6 only. Only 2 elements you are comparing. So first element is 10, second element is 6. See here, see the condition. First element is greater than second element. 10 is greater than 6, right? It is true. When first element is greater, you need to interchange the value. See here, 10 is greater than 6. Interchanging means 6 must go to the 10 value position and 10 must come down. See here, 6, 10. Okay. Interchange the values. 6 goes up, 10 comes down. See here, 6, 10. And remaining values write down. Write down remaining values. I hope you understood. Students, if there are any doubts, you can respond middle of the class. I hope you understood this. Now, this is the resultant array. Now, what you have to do? Second element, third element. Compare second element, third element. First element, second element comparison completed. Now, what you have to do? You need to compare second element and third element. Now, again condition. See this condition. First element is greater than second element. Here first element is 10. You are comparing only 2 elements. First element is 10. 10 greater than 30. 10 is not greater. You need to swap when first element is greater only. So no need to swap. No swap. Write down like this. Here write down swap. You need to swap here. Here you need to compare. No swap. No need to swap because 10 is not greater, right? Write down the elements as it is. No swapping is done. Write down the elements as it is. See here. Now first element, second element comparison completed. Second element, third element comparison completed. What you have to do? Third element, fourth element you need to compare. 2 elements. What are the 2 elements you are comparing? 30 and 12. Compare. Write down like this. Compare. I request all the students to note down along with me. Listen carefully and note down. Next iteration 2 you have to do. Now 30 is the first element, second element is 12. 30 is greater than 12. Yes, it is true, right? 30 is greater. When first element is greater, you need to swap. 12 goes up, 30 comes down. Swap. Write down these elements, write down 6, 10. Here 12 goes up. Okay, 12 goes up, 30 comes down. Swapping. You are swapping here. Write down 1 as it is. Now what you have to do? First element, second element comparison completed. Second, third comparison completed. Third, fourth comparison completed. Fourth and fifth. Last element. Last element. Compare. Compare. Now, you are comparing 30 and 1. Here, first element is 30, second element is 1. 30 greater than 1, right? When you need to swap, when first element is greater only you need to swap. First element is 30, 30 is greater, right? So swap. Write down swap. Write down as it is element 6, 10, 12. Now here 1 goes up, 30 comes down because you are swapping. Swapping means interchanging the values. 1 goes up. See here, 1 goes up, 30 comes down. Okay. Now you need to stop the iteration because there is no sixth element to compare. Last, you came up to last element. I hope you understood. See, this is the resultant array in iteration 1. In iteration 1, this is the resultant array. Any doubts, students? Students, are you listening? Any doubts? Students, are you listening? Any doubts? Okay, now see here. This is what we have done. This is what we have done. In iteration 1, you need to compare up to n minus 1 element. Not nth element. Please rectify this. See, n minus 1. N minus 1. You need to compare up to n minus 1 element. Please rectify this. In your notes also, I have given nth element. No, you need to compare n minus 1 because this is 0 index. This is 1 index. 2, 3. This is 4. N equal to 5, right? So index starts from 0 to n minus 1. What is the last element? N minus 1 element. So you need to compare up to n minus 1 element. Please rectify it. Note down. I request all the students to note down like this. Iteration 1, compare up to n minus 1 element, not nth element. Nth element is 5th element. Here index is up to 4 only, n minus 1. Please rectify it. In your notes, in your material also. Just a small mistake. Okay. Now iteration 2. See here. In iteration 2, when you are going to iteration 2, next step, see here. 30. See, in bubble sort, what is happening is, in each iteration, greater element comes down. In each iteration, greater element comes down and remaining elements will bubble up. This is called bubble sort. Okay. Greater element will come down. In each iteration, greater elements will come down and remaining elements will go up, will bubble up. Okay. Now what you have to do is like this. Draw some dotted lines like this. In last element, draw some dotted lines. That means in next iteration, you should not consider this n minus 1 element, last element. This is the resultant array of the first step. Now you need to take input. This is the input to second step. Okay, 6, 10, 12, 1, 30. This is the input. This is the input for second step. In second step, don't consider 30. You should not compare 30 because 30 came to its position. Larger element came to its position. Okay, now let us do iteration 2. Let us do iteration 2. Please keep these dotted lines. Please keep these dotted lines so that you will understand 30. You should not consider 30 in next step. Now next iteration, I request all the students to do. Compare up to n minus 2 only, not n minus 1. Rectify this. Please rectify this. In previous step, compare up to n minus 1 element. In next step, compare up to n minus 2. Okay. I request all the students to note down. See, this is the resultant array of the first step. Note down resultant array of the first step and do same process. 6, 10, 12, 1, 30. Don't consider 30. Don't compare 30. You need to compare up to one element only. I request all the students to note down. Those who didn't understand, please see the PPT. Those who have understood, don't see the PPT. Do yourself. If there are any doubts, see the PPT. Compare first element, second element, third element, fourth element at fifth. First element, second element, compare. Next, second element, third element, compare. Next, third element, fourth element, compare. Don't consider n minus 1 element. You need to compare up to n minus 2. I hope you understood. So, after this is the resultant array. Now, when you are doing third iteration, don't consider 12. Don't consider n minus 2 element in third iteration. In every iteration, remember that largest element will come down. In second element, second largest element is 12. It came to its position. So don't consider in next iteration, third iteration, don't consider 12 and 30. Do it. Those who got second iteration, do third iteration also. I request all the students to do yourself. If there are any doubts, ask me. I'll show the PPT. Number 6. Number 6.
Yes, madam.
Are you doing?
Completed.
Completed. Show me your notes.
Yes, madam.
On the video and show me your notes. On the video and show me your notes.
Is it visible, madam?
Wait 1 second. Okay. Okay. Next. Number 8. Roll number 8. Roll number 8. Number 8.
Yes, ma'am.
Show me your notes.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you done third iteration also?
No, ma'am. Not completed, ma'am.
Okay, complete it soon. Remaining members, you need to note down.
Okay.
If there are any doubts, ask me. I'll show the PPT. See here. This is the second iteration. This is the second iteration. Compare up to n minus 2, not n minus 1. Rectify it in your material also. Rectify this. N minus, compare up to n minus 2. Compare up to n minus 1 element. Now this is the third element. Compare up to n minus 3, not 2. Rectify this. Now, in previous step, you got this is a resultant array. Now this array you need to take as input to the next iteration. In second iteration, you got some result, right? 6, 10, 1, 12, 30. Second largest element came its to position. Now don't consider 12. Don't consider 12. Now take this as input. Now you need to compare up to n minus 3 only. 6, 10, 1 only you need to compare. Compare first element, second element and third element. That's all. You will get the resultant array like this. 6, 1, 10. See, Third largest element is 10. 10 came to its position. Remember that. In each iteration, largest element will comes down. Now, in fourth iteration, don't consider 10, 12, 30. Okay, because first largest element came down, second largest element came down, and third largest element came down. Okay, in third iteration, when you are moving to fourth iteration, don't consider 10. Don't consider n minus 3 element in next iteration. Now see, this is the next iteration. You need to compare up to 6 and 1 only. So this is the resultant sorted array. 1, 6, 10, 12, 30. This is the resultant array. Those who didn't understand, please respond. I will explain again. Compare up to n minus 4 element. This is n minus 4, right? N minus 1 element, n minus 2 element, n minus 3 element, n minus 4 element. You need to compare up to n minus 4 element. I hope you understood. This is the resultant array. Students, everyone understood? 35, yes ma'am, okay. Students, respond. If there are no doubts, I will explain the logic. Algorithm, I have to explain algorithm also, right? Okay, 36, yes ma'am, okay. Please respond. See, all these problems you have to do, you have to practice without seeing. Okay, after this class, after that, you just practice it. Without seeing, practice it. Okay. I will explain the algorithm. Just 1 second. Okay, I will explain the logic first. Okay, see here. See, this is the logic. One second, please wait 1 second. This is the logic. For loop ending, this is in for loop ending. Now see here, first listen, don't write. See, this statement in programming language you have to write like this. For I equal to 0, I less than n minus 1, okay. I plus plus. In programming language, I will explain this logic and then I will go to this one. Next, for j equal to 0, j less than n minus I minus 1, j plus plus. Next, if a of j is greater than a of j plus 1, then you need to swap aj comma aj plus 1. First I will explain this. Okay, see here, see the algorithm I have in which way I have notation I have given. For I equal equal to 0 to n minus 1. In programming language, we have to write like this. For I equal to 0, semicolon, I less than n minus 1, I plus plus. Next, for j equal to 0 to n minus I minus 1. For j equal to 0, semicolon, j less than n minus I minus 1, j plus plus. Okay. Now I'll explain this logic. Now see, now iteration 0. Previously, we have started with iteration 1, right? We have started with iteration 1. Here, programming language, see, iteration starts from 0, not 1. Iteration starts from 0. See, when I equal to 0, what is happening? Here you are taking 2 loops. Okay. First loop represent iterations. In second loop, you are going to select the elements. Here, see here, I equal to 0. Comparison is done up to n minus 1. Okay, I less than n minus 1. Let us see it. I equal to 0. When I equal to 0, first control comes to this statement. I equal to 0 will be executed. Next, control goes to condition check. I less than 0 less than, here take this example. In this example, n equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. N equal to 5. Number of elements are 5, right? 5 minus 1. 0 is less than 5 minus 1 is 4. 0 less than 4. True, right? See, in previous exam, we have taken the example, right? In that example, how many number of elements are there? N equal to 5 elements. So n equal to 5. 0 less than 5 minus 1. 0 less than 4. True, right? When this condition is true, when outer for loop, see outer for loop. When this condition is true, control goes to inner for loop. Okay. Now j equal to 0. See, now j equal to 0 will be executed. Now, see the condition. See here, see the condition. After executing j equal to 0, control goes to check the condition. What is the condition? J 0 is less than, what is n? 5. 5 minus, what is I? See here, I equal to 0, right? 5 minus 0 minus 1. 0 less than 5 minus 1. 0 less than 4. It is true, right? When this condition is true, see here, when this condition is true, control goes to the, control goes inside for loop. What is the statement inside for loop? If statement. Now let us see how this is happening. The elements are, one second, 10, 6, 30, 12, 1. 10, 6, 30, 12, 1. 10, 6, 30, 12, 1. Zero, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let us see. A of j. A of j means 0. A of j greater than A of j plus 1. J plus 1 means 0 plus 1. See here what is happening. Okay. I equal to 0. 0th iteration. In 0th iteration, what is happening? J equal to 0. And next, see here. J means 0, right? A of 0 greater than A of 0 plus 1. What it mean? A of 0 means 0th index element. What is the 0th index element? 10. See, you have to access in this way. Array name is A. If you want to access element 10, A of 0. A of 0 means element 10. 10 is greater than A of 0 plus 1 means A of 1. A of 1 means element 6. 10 is greater than 6. True or false? See here, this condition, if statement. True. When this is true, when this condition is true, control goes to the inside statement of if. What is the statement inside one? Swap. Now, here the elements are swapped. See here. The elements are swapped. 6 comes to 0th index. 6 comes to 0th index. 10 goes to the first index. I hope you understood. Okay, in first iteration, what is happening? See here. I hope you understood. Now, see, after executing this, control goes to j plus plus. I will be 0 only. Only j will be incremented. J plus plus means previously j equal to 0. 0 plus 1. Plus plus means you have to add plus 1. 0 plus 1. J equal to 1. Now j became 1. Okay. Now j is 1. Now what is happening? After j plus plus, control goes to check condition. Control goes to check condition. What is the condition here? J is 1. J means 1 is less than and n means 5 minus I is 0 only, right? See here. I is 0. 0 minus 1. 1 is less than 5 minus 1 4. True, right? When this condition is true, control goes to if condition. See here, if condition. What is if condition? A of j. See, what is A of j? A of j is 1. See here, j value is incremented. A of 1 greater than A of 1 plus 1. That means A of 1 greater than A of 2. What is A of 1? Now A of 1 is 10. See here, first index value 10. 10 greater than A of 2. What is A of 2? 30. 10 greater than 30. True or false? False. See, when this condition, if condition is false, swapping is not done. Again, j will be incremented. J plus plus. Now j becomes 2. Okay, now j becomes 2. Again, A of 2. A of 2 greater than A of 2 plus 1. What is 2 plus 1? A of 2. See here. A of 2 means 30. See here, A of 2 means 30. A of 2 means 30. 30 greater than A of 2 plus 1, 3. 30 greater than 12, true. When this is true, both are swapped. See, same process is happening. Please understand it. Same process is happening. Okay. Please understand it. Please trace out, you will understand. See, when in inner for loop, when j is less than n minus I minus 1 is false, now I will be incremented. Iteration 1 happens. Okay, in this way, please trace out the logic. You will understand. Please trace out, you will understand. I hope you understood this. Please trace out. You will understand. Same process is happening. Same process. I have explained right now. Example I have explained, right? Same process is happening. Once again, write down the algorithm. I request all the students to write down the algorithm. Please, if there are any doubts, please respond right now. Practice the algorithm. Understand it. Trace out the algorithm step by step. You will understand. For I equal to 0 to n minus 1, because index starts from 0 to n minus 1 only, right? 0 to n minus 1. Here, it means for I equal to 0, I less than n minus 1. This is what in programming language you need to write. For this, you need to write like this. For j equal to 0, j less than n minus I minus 1, j plus plus. Okay. If here what you are doing, you are comparing first element and second element. A of j and A of j plus 1 means next element. You are comparing. When first element is greater than, only you are swapping. Otherwise, swapping is not done. I hope you understood. Here, end of the if statement, write down end if. End if. Write down like this, end if. Please trace out, you will understand. You need to practice it. Otherwise, you can't understand. You can't remember also. Please remember this condition. In inner for loop, please remember this condition. N minus I minus 1. Already you know this. What is happening here? First element and second element you are comparing. J and next J plus 1. First element, second element. You are comparing. If this is true, swapping is done. Please understand this. If condition is true, only swapping is done. That's all. Any doubts, students? Please note down the algorithm. See, in your material, I forgot to write minus 1. In your material, I forgot to write. I wrote only and I have typed n minus I only. Please note down n minus I minus 1. Rectify it. N minus I minus 1. And also please rectify this. Not nth element. You need to compare up to n minus 1 element. In next iteration n minus 2 element. Next iteration n minus 3 element. You need to compare like this. Please rectify it. Have you understood, students? Please respond. If you didn't understand, again I will explain. See, algorithm is very easy. If you trace out, it will be very easy. Otherwise, you can't remember it. Please trace out. Same steps are happening. Just now you have solved the example, right? Same steps are happening. It's very easy. Shall I move to the next one? Next topic? Students, shall I move to the next topic? Students, okay. I'm moving to next topic. Okay, write down. Next one. One second. Just wait for 1 second. Quick sort. Write down insertion sort. Keep the heading insertion sort. I request all the students to note down. Keep the heading insertion sort. First, I will explain example only, and then I will go to algorithm. Please refer my notes also. In Moodle, I have uploaded the notes, and also in WhatsApp group also I have sent the notes material. Please see algorithms in that material. Sometimes I may not be explain it. Just go through that algorithms. The insertion sort algorithm, please see the algorithm of insertion sort in your material. I will explain only this example right now. Okay, note down, students. Insertion sort. Keep the heading insertion sort and note down. Sort the following example. Sort the following elements. Sort the following elements. Write down. First, write down the question. Sort the following elements 15, 20, 10, 30, 50, 18, 5, 45. Sort the following elements. Write down the elements. Sort the following elements by insertion sort. By using insertion sort. Note down. Sort the following elements. Write down all the elements separated by commas by using insertion sort. By using insertion sort technique, you need to sort the following elements. Please note down. Now, solution. Listen carefully. Solution. I request all the students to listen. First listen. And do along with me. While explaining, just note down along with me. Understand it. Now see, these are the elements given. 15, 20, 10, 30, 50, 18, 5, 45. These are the elements given. Now what you have to do is, you need to sort the elements by using insertion sort technique. You need to follow insertion sort technique and you need to solve this one. Let us see it. Solution. Here, listen first. Here in insertion sort, you will maintain two lists. What are those lists? First list is sorted list. For here in insertion sort, you need to maintain two lists or two sublists, something, two lists. Okay. First list is sorted list. Second list is unsorted list. You need to maintain two lists. First list is sorted list. Second list is unsorted list. Now, you need to assume that the given elements will comes under unsorted list. The given elements, all these elements belongs to unsorted list. You need to maintain two lists. First list is sorted. Second list is unsorted list. Now keep all the elements belongs to unsorted list. See here. See this step. You'll understand. See here. See this step. Two lists. This is the sorted list and this is unsorted list. Assume that all the elements belongs to the sorted list, unsorted list. Note down, students, please note down. Sorted list like this. Note down like this. Unsorted list. All the elements belongs to unsorted list. Please note down. Now, what you have to do is, see here. First element. Move first element into sorted list. Listen carefully. Move first element into sorted list. See here. See here. First element is, what is the first element? 15. Move this first element into sorted list. Write down. Understand. First understand and then note down. Move the first element into sorted list. Completed? Shall I move to the next slide? Students? Shall I move to the next slide? Okay. Maintain two lists. For here given elements belongs to unsorted list. Now, first element. What is the first element? 15. Move to the sorted list. Okay. Next slide. I'm going to next slide. Please note down all these things. Now, see here. What you have to do is, next, move second element. See here, first element already you have moved to sorted list. Move second element into sorted list. Move second element into sorted list and then arrange these elements in ascending order. After moving, insert 20 element into the sorted list. Insert element 20 into the sorted list and sort the following elements. Arrange the elements in ascending order. Which elements? 15 and 20. In ascending order, you need to arrange. See here, 15, 20. In ascending order, we have arranged. Now what you have to do is, in next step, insert 10 into sorted list. In next step, insert 10 into sorted list and then arrange 15, 20, 10 in ascending order. See here, in ascending order. After inserting 10 into, see, you need to insert element one by one. First, you need to insert 15 into sorted list. Next, you need to insert next element is 20 into sorted list. After inserting 20 into sorted list, arrange the elements in ascending order. Arrange the elements in sorted list in ascending order. Now, next element. What is the next element? 10. Move element 10 into sorted list. After moving 10 into sorted list, arrange the elements 15, 20, 10 in ascending order. You need to sort the list. Okay. Now next, what is the next element? 30. Move element 30 into sorted list. Move element 30 into sorted list and now arrange 10, 15, 20, 30 into Ascending order. After inserting element, you need to arrange ascending order. See here. 10, 15, 20, 30. I hope you understood. See, in insertion sort, you need to insert one element into sorted list one by one. After inserting the element into sorted list, you need to arrange the elements in ascending order. Which elements? The elements present inside sorted list only. I hope you understood. Next, take the element 50 from unsorted list. Take the elements from the unsorted list 50 and insert 50 into sorted list. Insert 50 into sorted list. After inserting, you need to arrange the elements in ascending order. 10, 15, 20, 30. See here. See here. You have to arrange the elements in ascending order. Next, what is the next element? 18. Insert 18 into sorted list. Insert 18 into sorted list. After inserting, arrange 10, 15, 20, 30, 50, 18 in ascending order. See here. You have arranged in ascending order. See here. Arrange 10, 15, 20, 30, 50, 18 in ascending order. This is the resultant array in ascending order. Now, what is the next element? 5. Insert 5 in. See, insert 5. Insert 5 in sorted list. After inserting element 5 in sorted list, arrange 10, 15, 18, 20, 30, 50 and 5 in ascending order. Arrange 10, 15, 18, 20, 30, 50 and 5 in ascending order. See here. See, this is what a resultant thing. Arrange in ascending order. Now, what is the next element? You need to select the elements from unsorted list only. What is the next element? 45. Insert 45 into sorted list. Insert 45 into sorted list. After inserting 45, arrange all the elements in ascending order. Now, there are no elements in unsorted list. There are no elements in unsorted list. Stop the algorithm. This is very easy. I hope you understood. You need to maintain two lists. First one is sorted list. Second one is unsorted list. Given elements belongs to unsorted list. Okay. In step 1, what you have to do is take the first element from the unsorted list and insert into sorted list. In second step, what you have to do is take the second element from the unsorted list, insert into sorted list. After inserting into sorted list, arrange the elements in ascending order. Which elements? Only the elements in sorted list only. Now in third step, you need to select third element and insert third element. Insert third element into the sorted list and then arrange the elements in ascending order. Which elements? The elements in sorted list only. Okay. One by one, you need to insert the elements from unsorted list to sorted list. After inserting into sorted list, arrange the elements in ascending order. I hope you understood. When there are no elements in sorted list, unsorted list. When there are no elements in unsorted list, stop the algorithm. This is very easy. Any doubts? Any doubts, students? Students, any doubts? Once again, see that it is very easy. Insertion sort is very easy. Remaining students, please respond. I have to explain again or not? Any doubts? Shall I continue? Okay. Now keep the heading merge sort. I request all the students to keep the heading merge sort. Keep the heading merge sort. Next sorting technique. Up to now we have discussed radix sort. Radix sort is completed. Next bubble sort we have discussed. Bubble sort is completed. Next insertion sort we have discussed. Now merge sort. This is the another sorting technique. This is another sorting technique. Keep the heading merge sort. See here. This merge sort follows a divide and conquer method. This merge sort follows a divide and conquer method. That means divide means what is happening in divide and conquer method. See, large element, large problem. Large problem is divided into small problems. Okay. In order to solve large problem, what you are doing is subproblems. Large problem is divided into small subproblems or small problems. And now here what you are doing is you are going to solve the subproblems. You will get a solution. You have to solve these subproblems individually. Here merge sort will follow divide and conquer method. Note down merge sort. Keep the heading merge sort. Write down it uses divide and conquer method. What is meant by divide and conquer method? See here. In order to solve the large problem is divided into small subproblems. And now what you have to do is you need to solve these subproblems individually. You will get a solution for all these subproblems. You will get some solutions. Now what you have to do is you need to combine all these solutions. You will get the solution for large problem. Okay, I hope you understood. Large problem is divided into small problems. You need to solve all these problems individually. You will get some solutions. For each problem, you will get the solutions. Now what you have to do? You need to combine all these solutions so that you will get solution for a large problem. Write down. It contains 3 steps. Write down it contains 3 steps. Divide means you need to divide the large problem. Into small problems. You need to divide the large problem into small problems. Okay. Conquer. What is meant by conquer? Conquer means solve the problems recursively. Note down. I request all the students to write. Note down. Divide and conquer method contains 3 steps. Divide, conquer, combine. Divide means divide the large problem into small problems. Conquer means solve the problems recursively. Small problems. You need to solve the small problems individually. Combine the solutions. Combine the solutions of small problems. You will get solution for the large problem. This is the divide and conquer technique. Write down. Divide means write down what is happening. Divide means divide the large problem into small problems. Conquer. Note down conquer. Conquer means write down solve the problems recursively. You need to solve the subproblems recursively. Solve the subproblems. Combine means combine the solutions of the sub problems in order to get a solution for large problem. Please note down. And note down the diagram. Note down this diagram. I request all the students to note down this diagram. In next class, I will discuss merge sort. How to solve the problem using merge sort, and I will explain the algorithm, and then I will explain the time complexity. How to find the time complexity for merge sort. If there are any doubts, please respond right now. And practice, okay? Practice bubble sort and practice insertion sort. We have completed in this class, we have completed bubble sort and insertion sort. Please practice that. If there are any doubts, you can call me at any time. I will respond, okay? Without seeing, please practice those ones. Note down this diagram. Okay, students, thank you. In next class, I will discuss merge sort. Okay, thank you, students. No doubts. Please refer notes also. Any doubts? Any doubts? Students, respond. Any doubts? Okay, please practice those problems. Sir?